Is this on?
Safe travels. Kill you Thursday, Bobby.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Eric Hamilton. If I sound tired or angry, it's because we're recording this at 9 a.m.
Podcast in the morning.
And I tell you guys, I had a horrible evening.
Yeah?
So I'm not happy.
Why?
No.
What happened?
Well, I had to sit and watch a wrestling show for 3 hours that I'm not a big fan of.
Oh.
So I'm a little on edge.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then you had to go watch another wrestling show.
I sure did.
For 2 hours.
I sure did.
That you're almost kind of a fan of.
I'm on no sleep. No sleep.
Yeah.
So the Astros are in the World Series.
Yes.
And game one is Tuesday night.
Yeah,
Yes.
tonight. Yeah.
So we all decided, we want to see it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So that's why we're recording super early, because Eric's got to go to work later.
Well,
So
Not
thanks,
later.
Eric.
As soon as I leave here.
we all have some work to do, but yeah.
No, I don't. Anyways, we were at Raw last night.
Yes.
We actually found out Raw was in Houston like on Saturday, I think.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, Raw's in Houston. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I guess we'll go.
I mean, it was announced when we were at SmackDown.
Oh,
But
well,
who
shit.
remembers that far ahead?
Not me.
Right.
Not me.
Yeah,
So-
when was that? Like July?
July, yeah.
June? Yeah.
June, July.
Clearly not going to remember that, but
Yeah.
we were like, yeah, all right, let's go and hand out some business cards.
Yeah.
So,
And that's
what
why we went. We were fortunate enough to see a ladder match. And
At least we
the death of Kevin Owens.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I imagine we're going to be seeing that each and every week until January.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're going to get all into it. But first, we have to thank a couple new patrons. So, thank you to Bradley Bain.
Bradley Bain. Bainster.
And thank you to Victor Castillo for doing a year sub.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you very much, Victor. And if you want to be like them, go to patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. $5 a month gets you everything. We got the pay-per-view recaps like Saudi Mania. Go check out our Crown Jewel recap.
Uh-huh.
We got the weekly NXT and AEW recaps, all the other pay-per-view recaps, brackets, movie recaps. We did the Escape The Undertaker watch along.
Oh, boy.
So go check all those out.
Yeah.
And then make sure you subscribe and listen to our new podcast, Hollywood Hogwash. We're 4 episodes in.
Speaking of reviewing movies.
Yes, it's available anywhere podcasts are heard.
Mm-hmm.
So whichever app you're listening to us on right now, just type Hollywood Hogwash. It'll come right up.
Yeah.
You could also follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Hollywood Hog Pod.
As if you weren't getting enough of us.
Yes.
Here's some more.
I mean, geez, if you're a patron,
Yeah.
you're getting so much of us already.
Right. We're filling in your day.
You must be like begging for
every
more.
day.
We're filling you up.
Yeah. Filling you up,
That's what
sirs.
we do.
Ma'ams.
Yeah.
Fill you up.
Yeah. My name's Phil.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, so first we'll talk about SmackDown. It's a shame SmackDown wasn't in Houston because that was a better show.
That would have been better.
It's
yeah.
a shorter show.
For sure.
And it opens with Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. Roman asked Paul, are you holding that title for me or for Brock? Ooh. Because when I put my hand out, you just threw the title in the ring. Should we work on this? Oh.
Wow. 3?
That's it?
That's like my new record on the under.
Oh, wow.
Usually it's a good 6 or 7.
Congrats.
Apologize, guys. Again,
Yeah.
I don't really start doing things until 9:30.
Oh, okay.
My body shuts down. I just,
Right.
Oh,
usually
man.
like a zombie.
Yeah.
Haven't taken my allergy medicine yet.
Mine's in my pocket.
Many apologies.
Right. Take that.
You should probably give us a few of those.
Oh, man.
I brought one, so we got to fight for it.
Done.
So Reigns sticks his hand out, and Heyman hands it to him, and Roman says, "That's pretty easy, right? You're not great at your job, but I am. I'm the best of the best.
That's a
I've
good line.
smashed everyone." And then Reigns lists off everyone he's beaten this year, and then he makes Heyman read Lesnar's quote that reads, "The moment I arrive at SmackDown, I will beat Roman Reigns senseless." Then Roman laughs, knocks Heyman's phone out of his hand, and says, "I whipped Brock Lesnar so bad he's tweeting now."
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's a
He
funny
beat him
line.
into tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
I
he
mean,
hired someone to do it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
yeah, it was a funny line, but Lesnar didn't actually tweet. It was just WWE tweeting
on his behalf.
A quote. Well, it didn't come from Lesnar's Twitter account or anything like
okay.
that. It was just like they just like tweeted that Lesnar said he's going to whoop Roman. So Reigns then asked the crowd, "Would you like to see me whoop Brock's ass again tonight?" Of course, they cheer, and he says, "Then acknowledge your tribal chief. I'm not leaving until Lesnar comes out here," and we go to commercial. When we come back, Roman says Brock ain't coming out because he fears me. But eventually the music hits, and Brock comes out. He hits the ring. Roman tries to hit him with the belt again, but Brock ducks and clotheslines him out of the ring. He whips Reigns into the steel steps, stares down Heyman, then picks up the steps and hits Roman with him.
Heyman like cowers.
Yes.
I like how they're still kind of keeping this open-ended.
Of course.
What is Heyman doing? Who is he aligned with? He cowers. Is he acting? He's a great actor, right? This would be great if this was all leading to a screw job. But again, they'd be turning Roman face pretty quickly when he's doing a great job as a heel. So, but the fake out's good.
Yeah.
If it is all fake.
Right.
I mean, I guess what's going to happen is Roman just eventually beats up Heyman and Lesnar comes out.
Oh,
I don't know
like
about
they
that.
turn Heyman face.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like just out of fear.
Right.
He just beats up Heyman.
Yeah, I guess that would be the way to keep it going. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I think it is just a fake out because like Heyman's just the weasel he's just going to end up with whoever's champion anyway.
Correct, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's his thing. But Brock picks up Roman for an F5, but the Usos show up to save their cousin. Lesnar quickly disposes of them and then drives Reigns into the ring post. Brock shoves a cameraman for getting too close to him and then throws the camera at Roman, but Reigns ducks and retreats. Then officials run out to stop him, but Brock beats some of them up. Adam Pearce sends out a bunch of wrestlers to try to stop him.
Wrestlers? Jobbers.
Sorry, jobbers.
The bottom of the bottom of the bottom.
They're still wrestlers, right?
Boogs was one of them. What are you talking about, jobbers?
Wrestler jobbers?
This guy's undefeated.
Boogs was smart. He was like, no, I'm not touching that.
He went up and he went, whoa, 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 big man.
Yeah. Did you hear Pat McAfee?
Oh my God, he's award nominee. He's like, Boogs is here. Boogs, call for help.
Boogs can help.
Get help.
He should have distracted him with his guitar.
Yeah.
And then like Lesnar just like follows him just with the guitar because it's hypnotic.
Yeah. Or he should just like stroked his face.
Oh, yes, just like NXT.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a bunch of wrestlers come out, including 24/7 champion Reggie.
Huh?
This is the first show. They said after Crown Jewel, the draft results will take place. And everyone will be on their respectable shows.
Right.
And there's Reggie, 24/7 champion, who was drafted to Raw.
And this might make sense if they were still like, in Orlando and like, everyone's backstage, this is where they work. But no, they flew him to Houston, even though he's not on that. Or where was SmackDown? Sorry, not Houston.
I don't
No,
know.
I don't. Yeah.
I think it was in Wichita. And then he comes out. So they literally flew him to a city to come out on a show he's not on.
Yes.
Just to do a run in and get destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many jobbers. Like, why was he there?
And why weren't the jobbers jumping on top of him? There are refs around.
Yeah.
After Brock destroyed him.
Right.
Come on, guys. Come on. That would have been a fun little side thing going on.
So Brock, again, beats up some of the jobbers. He gets back in the ring, holds up the Universal Championship, and we go to commercial again. When we come back, Adam Pearce is in the ring, and he says, "This is unacceptable. I'm indefinitely suspending Brock Lesnar," which is the only way you can get rid of a babyface Brock Lesnar. Because heel Brock Lesnar's just like, "I'm leaving, fuck you."
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Screw it.
I'm leaving with the belt.
Yeah.
But face Brock Lesnar, you have to suspend him, or else, it doesn't really make sense.
Doesn't work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Brock comes back out. He grabs Pierce's collar and says, "I didn't hear what you said. Tell me again." And Pierce is like,
Sounds like he's choking on something.
"I didn't have a choice, Brock. You're definitely suspended." Brock...
Wow. Was that the audio?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
So Brock picks Pierce up and F5s him so hard that Pierce's pants rip.
Yeah.
Then they hit Brock's music for 2 seconds. But then Brock picks him up and gives Pierce another F5.
And this time he shits his pants, right?
Yeah.
Well, it was funny because the pants rip right at the crotch. And you could see that, like, Pierce is just wearing, like, tighty whities. It's like,
Oy.
why?
Oi.
Why? Or if,
Right.
if not that, wrestling Speedo? Like, did you think you were wrestling tonight, buddy?
Yeah, he was. He's like, oh, I'm taking an F5. Let me trunk up.
Trunk up.
I always have my gear with me. Let me trunk up.
But it was just like, yeah, bro, like, what are you wearing, a jock strap under there? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So then Brock grabs the mic and says, I can't hear you. Tell me again, please. And he puts the mic to Pierce's mouth, but he did.
Yeah.
So
He did.
But yeah, see you at the Rumble, Brock.
Yeah. I mean, where what else would you do?
He'll probably win the Rumble.
Probably.
Oh,
And then when do we see Adam Pierce again? You know, he's clearly
Next
taking
week.
a vacation.
next week.
Oh,
Yeah.
2 F5s for a non-wrestler.
I mean, now they put a chair around someone's head, stomp it, and they're there the next day.
I'm sorry. Did you say non-wrestler?
Yeah.
Andrew, I don't know if you knew this, but he was a champion in IWJPZ. So,
A former 5-time NWA champion?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Andrew. You have to read up before you watch these shows.
Come on.
On shit that's never been
Yeah,
canon.
you have to do your research on every character.
yeah.
Remember when he almost main evented the Royal Rumble? He's gonna have that match with Roman.
Yeah, almost.
Shut your mouth.
All right, backstage, Naomi tells Sonya Deville, I want a fair match against you tonight.
Yeah.
Sonya says, I've got bigger things to handle than you, so get out of my face.
Get out of my face.
And then Naomi just walks away.
Oh, okay.
She got out of her face.
Yeah.
Even though Sonya beat the shit out of her last week and just royally screwed her over.
She
it was
asked
like-
for a fair match, pretty please.
Right.
Pretty please.
She said no. She's like, okay, have a great
Okay,
day.
yeah.
Hey, have a great morning.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Drew McIntyre walks up and tells Sonya that he's going to issue an open challenge right now.
Hey.
So we got Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. And Sammy
Yeah.
has some new shitty generic music.
He had like one of the best themes.
It started, so his new theme, it starts with the and then it just goes to like just shitty generic music.
Right.
Like half the roster has now.
And they're like, oh, new music. You're like, no.
Yeah, no.
No, please.
And if they're going to give him heel music, why did it didn't happen like a year ago or 2 years ago? Whenever.
Right.
But that was when he turned heel, it made his entrance even better because
Yeah.
he danced even more obnoxiously.
Right.
Like it was so
That was the
great.
best part of it.
That's
Right.
true.
So
That's true.
yeah, it just
Another
sucks.
swing and a miss by WWE Creative.
I mean, again, we could play half of the roster's music and we wouldn't be able to tell them apart.
No.
It's like, who's this?
Got
I'm
it.
even like, Big E's music hit a couple of times on Raw, and I was like, what is this? Like, it's not even have like, when you're a champ, it's got to have a big like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
shing or anything that's like, oh, you know who's coming, but the graphic always comes up first. Then you hear like
Right.
some low like tones, and you're like, what is this?
Y'all want to go
Who's
big?
coming?
Y'all want to go big.
Yeah, huh? Ugh.
Anyway, Sammy sets up for the Haluva kick and does McIntyre's countdown, but
Haluva
then
kick.
Drew hits the Claymore for the win.
Oh, foreshadowing.
Obviously. Yeah. Next up, we have the Coronation of King Xavier. Kofi introduces him. He puts the robe on Woods.
Here we go.
Hands him the scepter.
And then he hits Kofi with it.
Then all right, a little too early, a
Storytelling.
little too quick there.
No?
Yeah.
little too quick.
Oh.
Let it breathe for a few weeks at least.
Few
Yeah.
weeks? No,
Yes.
you do it now.
Right.
It went to his head.
Immediately,
Sure.
like
Why not?
it just poisoned his brain.
Yes.
The second you put the crown on.
It's pro wrestling.
The second you put the crown on, it just fills him up with
Yeah.
Yes. Would have been great.
Kofi then screams, "Hail King Woods!" And it's funny because all the WWE graphics say King Xavier, but
yes.
Kofi and Xavier both say King Woods.
Right. It
I
makes
mean,
sense.
Semantics.
I think King Woods sounds better, but again, every king,
Has been their
it's
first
it's
name.
their
King
first
Corbin,
name.
yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, King Corbin.
Yeah, Corbin.
Yeah, it wasn't King Baron.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, King Baron, because a baron is a baron also.
King Baron.
Next up, we have Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali.
Again.
Why didn't they just like film this match on the plane or something?
Yeah.
While they were
Well,
sitting next to each other. They're sitting next to each other and they're probably like like sleeping on each other's shoulders. Like, hey, wake up! You guys gotta have a match right now.
Right now?
Huh? Okay. Yeah.
Hey, didn't they do the 24/7 on a plane once?
They did.
Yeah.
And someone pinned Mojo while he was sleeping.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was Jinder, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Ali goes for a sunset flip, but Mansoor counters and wins with a roll up.
Let's count them up.
There you go.
There's
Yeah.
a few of them this week.
Next up, we have Isaiah Swerve Scott and Top Dollar. Hit Row's making their debut.
Oh, no.
Hit Row. Their face. Yeah, right.
Yeah. You're always so excited to do it on NXT, and then you get it here, and you're like, yeah, whatever.
It's 9 a.m.
You're like,
not even-
Hit Row.
It's 9 in the morning, Eric.
It's 9 in the morning.
Jesus.
Morning.
I wake up at 7:30 every day. I get my day going.
Fuck off. That's
So
because
do-
you have a job, you dick.
So do I. I've got kids to take to school, but I'm like a zombie while I'm doing it. I don't drink coffee. That's my downfall. You
Anyways.
drink coffee?
No.
Oh. How do you
Hit
get your
Row.
energy?
Huh?
How do you get your energy?
Just naturally. I
start
wait.
doing
The
that.
second I wake up, I
Hey, can we cut it out?
Wake and shake? Do you wake and shake? Wake and bake. Some people wake and bake. He
the
wakes
best
and
part of waking up is
Bust a nut.
Busting in a nut.
Eric wakes up and be like, hey fella,
hey, you're up too.
you're up to. Should we have a play date? I say yes.
Yeah.
And you're talking all this out loud, and your wife's
Yeah.
like, Eric, shut up and just take care of it.
Want to arm wrestle?
Oh, come on, this is way better than Raw.
Masturbation in the morning.
Oh man,
If you would have done it, Andrew, you'd be a little bit more chipper.
Well, yeah, but I had to literally wake up and then like let you guys in.
Yeah.
So
do you like morning sex? I sure do. Eric, shut up and just do it. Stop talking to it.
Yeah. Do you have to make it have a voice? Andrew's just over here waiting.
I'm just waiting. Are we ready
it's so
yet?
good.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
loving-
get back to Hit Row
Yeah,
and
sorry.
Jobbers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're facing off against Dustin Lawyer
Who are you?
and Daniel Williams.
Who are you?
The Daniel Williams.
Daniel Williams.
Aren't there
Wow.
enough jobbers on the roster?
Right, you
to
can't-
not have real jobbers?
You literally drafted Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza.
They're like the hottest tag team in the world right now.
I know.
Yeah, you know Vince doesn't care about burying talents.
Right.
This was weird though because Michael Cole gave like a big description about Dustin Lawyer for some reason.
Right.
He's like, "Oh, Dustin Lawyer, a local guy here. He's the blah 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 blah. He's won a bunch of matches."
Wichita's.
It's like they never even acknowledge who these people are.
Yeah.
But it's canon.
Right. So you'll give us the
said it.
life story of a jobber, but you say Adam Pearce is a 5-time NWA champion.
Yeah.
Go look it up, asshole.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like what?
Speaking of Garza and Carrillo,
Yeah.
tag champs by Mania.
No.
No, not
No.
even. Come on.
The Usos are gonna just keep those belts.
Right. So dollar.
Mania.
I'll give you $2 on that bet.
Eric, you want to jump in on betting?
Yeah.
You better bring a couple dollars and put them on the table like we have.
All right.
All right, you're in on that?
Yeah. $2.
$1. Everything's a dollar. Every bet's a dollar.
Dollar bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, done. Thank you.
If Joe loses, he's got no dollars left. So.
No, it's a dollar bet. There's
Oh,
two,
I'm
man.
saying if you did $2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I can't bet.
Right.
I always lose.
You never lose it all.
It's my thing.
I'll do a dollar bet too, and then that way you'll
Yeah,
have
but-
no dollars.
I offered $1 bet. I can't lose $2.
Two $1 bets.
Yeah.
You can't claim to be the man and then puss out.
Yeah.
Oh, when it comes to gambling, I am not the man. I'm a 10-time loser, my friends. All right.
All right, next up we have Shinsuke Nakamura versus Happy Corbin.
After rematch, after rematch, after
Oh wait,
rematch,
no,
after rematch.
it's not a rematch because Nakamura used to fight King Corbin.
Oh, okay.
Now it's Happy
Sorry.
Corbin.
Sorry for that.
Like they're not only fighting, like they've had so many feuds.
I know.
These two, like so many, they've fought like 100 times. Why does anyone think we want to see this?
But first, another joke from Madcap Moss.
What do you call it when you're drinking OJ that's labeled no pulp, but clearly there's pulp in it? Pulp fiction.
No.
How
crickets.
Yeah.
how dare you besmirch the movie Pulp Fiction like that?
Yeah, really.
You son of a bitch.
Anyways, during the match,
Yeah.
Boogs played the guitar to help Nakamura hulk up.
Yeah.
Like, that's his power.
Yeah.
He plays guitar and Nakamura holds
I hear
up.
a guitar and I
jealous.
come alive.
That's amazing powers.
But then Moss grabbed the guitar to stop Boogs from playing, so Nakamura leaves the ring, kicks Moss a couple times, but then Corbin throws Nakamura into the steel steps and then hits the end of days for the win.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, and he beat the champion, so you know what that means.
Well, you know what that means.
Yeah, and new. Oh, that's right. Yeah, and new.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pinned him in the
Right.
middle of the ring.
Well, this is the first of the best of 7 championship contenders matches. So if Corbin could win the bulk of them, if he could win 4 matches,
bulk of
then
them.
he could probably maybe
Right.
get a title shot.
No.
WWE is just like the World Series, best of 7.
Yeah, right.
Everything's best of 7. All right, finally we have the women's championship title exchange. This is awkward.
This is a fucking train wreck.
Booked yourself into the ground here, Vince.
Yep.
Becky and Charlotte come out to the ring. Sonya tells them to switch belts. And this is where things get weird. Becky reaches for Charlotte's belt, but Charlotte drops it on the mat. Charlotte then picks it up and hands it to Sonya. Becky throws her belt at Charlotte, and then Sonya hands Becky the Raw Women's Championship. And you can tell, like, Becky's pissed off about this. She's, like, saying stuff to Sonya under, like, you know, not on the mic. And then Charlotte says, oh, you want to be Becky 2 belts so bad, right? How about winner takes all tonight? And then Sasha Banks comes out in her crown jewel gear.
Now, without triple XL t-shirt.
Yeah, we could see it, all of it this time. Looked good.
Right.
We can see it.
Into the Sasha.
I see all of it.
Am I right?
Yes. Sasha tells Charlotte, if you think you're going to come to SmackDown and run the show, bitch, you're out of your damn mind.
Got her.
Charlotte tells Sasha, oh, do you feel left out? But then Becky tells both of them, I'm going to Raw, I'll see one of you at Survivor Series. And then Charlotte talks more trash at Sasha, so they fight for a bit. But then Sonya separates them to end the show.
Good night now.
Yeah. Wow.
And since, you know, we're already talking about this, let's talk about what actually happened.
Yeah.
So according to PW Insider, Becky and Charlotte had a heated backstage confrontation after SmackDown because Charlotte went into business for herself during the belt exchange segment. Apparently, Becky was supposed to get the Raw Women's Championship from Charlotte and have a Becky 2 belts moment.
Which would have been great.
But that's when Charlotte went off script and tossed the belt to the mat. Flair reportedly raised concerns before the show that she didn't want to look weak by Becky having both belts at once.
Oh, shut up.
And then Becky claimed Charlotte was trying to make her look weak. And according to Talk Sport, Becky and Charlotte's relationship has been strained ever since Lynch referred to Charlotte as plastic in a promo a few years back.
Well, I mean, spade is spade. You know what I mean?
Right.
Fightful reported that Flair was told to leave the building, and Brian Alvarez of Wrestling Observer added that she was escorted out of the building by security. And later that night, Charlotte's fiance and AEW star Andrade El Idolo tweeted, F you, WWE.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that helps with the, confirmation.
Yeah. El idiot.
Idiot.
And then other reporters are saying that, like, all the women wrestlers in WWE do not want to work with Charlotte.
Yeah.
Like, they all hate her.
Right. Well, because, I mean, she always has to put herself over.
Right.
Even if she loses the match, she still has to put herself over.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, you want to leave? Just fucking leave.
So I don't know when her contract is up, but she's probably going to go to AEW whenever that happens, right? I mean,
Maybe, yeah.
It's got to be up soon for her to act like this, you would think. But who knows?
Unless she wants to have some of El Idolo's kids.
I don't know about
Maybe.
that. I mean, who knows, right? All right, on to the season premiere of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. We're there.
You want to go big? Biggie welcomes us, welcomes Houston, Texas.
You see in the first part of the show, a couple of handsome guys on the screen.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
10 seconds in.
Yeah.
Right.
Boom.
And what was funny is I was like, what can I do that's so obnoxious that will definitely get me on camera? So I did the Arsenio Hall thing.
You did?
Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, and that's what got me on.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't marking out for the beginning of the show.
And I was telling Andrew, I'm like, watch, there's going to be like a Drew Gulak versus like some other jobber match.
Yeah.
And Gulak's going to kick out and they're going to play that clip. Like, whoa!
Right.
Yeah.
Of course. That's what they do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he welcomes Houston to Raw, and the fans chant, "Let's go, Astros," for so loud and so long that Big E just had to stand there for a while.
Yes.
Big E,
Until he finally was like, yeah, go Astros. All right.
yeah, he was like, yeah, good luck to the Astros.
Right.
Because he's afraid if he says anything like, all right, go Astros, then they'll just chant for longer.
Right, yeah.
So Big E mentions his boy, Xavier Woods, becoming the new king. He thanks Drew McIntyre for taking him to his limit. But now he wants to know who is next.
Yeah.
So Seth Rollins comes out laughing, and he tells Big E,
Dancing.
"You already know why I'm out here, all right?"
All right.
Big E says, "Well, you lost to Edge, all right?"
Yeah.
And then
That'd be great if they really said that.
Seth says, "Well, he's not here, and I want that title around your waist as soon as possible."
All right.
Big E's like, "You didn't hear me. You lost to Edge, so that means you go to the back of the line." Seth says, "The Universal Champion is too afraid to face me. So are you going to be like Roman Reigns, or are you going to be a fighting champion?"
Oh, boy.
You think you know me? No?
No, he wasn't there.
That's too bad.
He won, and he's taking a break. So then Rey Mysterio comes out and says, "Seth, it has been a minute since you and I have seen eye to eye."
Yeah.
Hey, don't remind everyone of the shittiest feud of 2020.
The shittiest special effect ever seen on wrestling.
Yeah.
God.
The eyeball.
So bad.
Ray says, if anyone deserves a WWE Championship match, it's me?
Bottom
Is
right.
that right? What? Me?
Who are you? Yeah.
Dominic's backstage like, what the fuck, Dad? Why are you such a dick?
Oh, it's great.
And then Ray lists his past championships, including his 2-hour WWE Championship title reign.
That's generous.
Yeah, right.
2 hours is generous.
That's true.
Yeah.
Then Finn Balor comes out. He mentions his title reigns, including being a 2-time NXT champion.
Who are you? Yes, that's what that was Vince.
Is that canon?
Yeah, nope. It's
Vince,
not for Charlotte.
Yeah,
They're
right.
all talking about their NXT.
Vince was like, who told him they could mention NXT?
Yeah.
God damn it!
He's like, he's not a 2-time champion. Like, yeah, Vince. Yeah.
Balor gets in Seth's face and says, "I was the first ever Universal Champion." And Seth's like, "Oh yeah, you think that's funny? You fuck."
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you beat me, right?
And then Balor says, "But there's one championship I haven't held, and now that I'm on Raw, I want that."
Yeah.
Then the music hits, and out comes Kevin Owens to
save
remind
the day.
us to remind us why he should be the star of the show.
Yep.
I don't want to be that guy, but if we're gonna come out here and talk about our accolades, I want to play too. So I'm a former NXT champion. I'm a former 3-time US champion. I'm a former 2-time Intercontinental champion. And there's something about the first time I won that title. Oh, it was right here in Houston. But wait. Something's coming to me. I feel like something else happened in Houston. What was it? Here, it's coming. It's right on the tip of my tongue. All right. I became Universal Champion in this building. Bust a nut. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right in front of Eric's face.
But the person I bid for that title was you, Cruella DeVille. You remember? You were laying right here, right where your head was where E's feet are. Your feet were right about where Ray's feet are. And
Oh,
Right.
So great.
Andrew had a great line when right after he said that. You were like, "Oh, and remember Triple H? Triple H was right there."
helping you win.
Yeah.
The Cruella line was great because Seth was in like a white and black robe, just
Fur
like
coat.
super obnoxious fur coat.
Fur coat in 90-degree Houston in October.
Yep.
So Rollins hits Owens with the microphone, and he fights off Ray and Balor before retreating to the stage. And then Sonya Deville comes out and announces that there will be a fatal 4-way ladder match in the main event to decide who the #1 contender will be.
So it was Sonya Deville with Cruella Deville.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a nice little play there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, we have the Street Profits versus the Dirty Dogs versus Alpha Academy. The winners face RK Bro for the tag titles later in the show.
Tonight.
RK Bro, we're advertised to face AJ Styles and Omos again.
Yeah, again.
But I guess they smartened up.
Well,
or maybe Styles couldn't make it because he wasn't on the show.
Yeah, he wasn't on the show. Only Omos was there.
Ford set up for the frog splash on Rude, but then out came Omos. Ford dove on Omos, but Omos caught him and threw Ford into the barricade. Then Omos punched Dawkins, and Rude and Ziggler hit the spinebuster zigzag combo for the win. My question is, why did Omos care who wins?
Right.
Right.
That doesn't make sense.
Is he just mad so he came out to fight people?
Right.
Is he like, Rude and Ziggler suck. Let's help them win.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I know there's no chance of them winning.
Right. Strange. Next up, we have Queen Zelina's Royal Coronation.
Yeah.
Vega didn't like how Mike Rome introduced her, so she makes him do it again. She puts on the crown, cuts a promo, going back and forth with a British accent.
Right.
And then we have Zelina Vega versus Doudrop.
Yep.
Run it back. Where to go again?
I like how they're like, oh, well, we couldn't do one rematch from 2 days ago. Let's do a different rematch.
Sure.
Yeah, please don't run this back ever again. Vega removes a turnbuckle to distract the ref, and then she hits Doudrop with the scepter to get the win.
Scepter.
Cool.
I was like, they're not going to bury Vega on her first match as queen, right?
But they sure look like they're burying Doudrop.
Yeah.
Right.
Next up, we have an in-ring promo from Becky Lynch. The man says she's done with Bianca Belair, and she's like, you guys want to see me beat Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan instead, right? And it's like, well, maybe Liv could beat you. All right, fine. We're not going to... We know our expectations.
Yeah.
She matched her husband, too. He was like white and black, and she was white and black.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was intentional.
Well, yeah, they both dress, over the top.
Yeah.
However, Belair comes out and says, you didn't pin me at Crown Jewel, so she wants her one-on-one rematch. She tells Becky, you're nothing without the Raw Women's Championship, but Becky replies, get to the back of the line, bitch. So Belair attacks her, and they fight for a minute. Belair throws Becky over the announce table, but then Becky finds a kendo stick there. Now, I don't know, some of you wrestling fans might not know this, but that's where they store kendo sticks.
Under the announce table.
Under the announce table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case Byron gets a little too handsy.
That's right.
With who?
Yeah.
Well, he sits next to Jimmy Smith. So I guess Cody reaches over and smacks his dick.
Hey! Oh!
Put that dick down. Becky swings, but Belair takes it from her and hits Becky a few times with it. She goes for the KOD, but Becky rakes her eyes and gives her the Russian leg sweep with the kendo stick.
She stole Sandman's finisher.
Right.
And for those of you who don't know, that move was my finisher in Doomsday Wrestling. Is Beefy Joe.
That's right.
With the beef.
With the beef, I took the beef
the
stick
sausage.
with the sausage, and I would put it across the neck like the salami or like the kendo stick, and I called it the Rack of Slam.
Yeah.
So you also stole Sandman's finisher.
No, I use a salami. It's completely different. Completely different move. Do you remember what the Sandman called it?
No.
The White Russian Leg Sweep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyways, title match next week where I'm sure Becky retains.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Next up, we have Damian Priest versus T-Bar in a championship contenders match. Priest has new shitty generic music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also lost his cool entrance.
He did.
Instead of doing the Archer thing, being like original, now he just walks to the ring.
He just like kind of lifted his hands up like, hey.
Why is everyone's music changing? It makes no sense. It's how we acknowledge these guys.
Right.
We start like, do you want us to not like him and just change everything?
Clearly. I think
He
they're
just
trying
looks-
to make him heel.
He just looks like a guy now. He also, yeah, I think you're right. Because he lost the blue in his hair.
Yeah.
And now he has mascara.
And he hadn't shaved, so he had a shitty, like, kind of 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah.
Some mascara, some guy liner.
Guy liner, yeah.
T-Bar hits a moonsault off the top rope,
Beautiful.
but Priest kicks out at 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where, like,
Poor
a simple
Dominic.
clothesline got him to 2.
Yeah.
Or, like, 5
Right.
seconds earlier.
Outside the ring, T-Bar throws one of the announce table chairs at Priest for the DQ. And then Priest snaps. He kicks T-Bar's ass and finishes him off with the Reckoning.
Yep.
But yeah, heel turn imminent,
Yeah.
I would think. Yeah.
I prefer it.
He went nuts. He lost his shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened in Saudi?
He snapped.
He
snapped.
didn't
No, he
go to
wasn't
Saudi.
there. Yeah.
Maybe that's what he's pissed. He's like, I wanted that Saudi money.
Yeah. I'm going to go bad now.
Going bad.
Next up, we have Liv Morgan versus Carmella.
After
rematch, after rematch.
After rematch. After rematch.
They moved this feud to Raw.
Yeah.
This 6-month feud.
They drafted a feud.
They drafted a feud. Liv's gear was inspired by Chucky.
Bottom right.
She looked amazing. You mean
bottom
left. She looked great, but it didn't help her.
No.
Mid-match, Liv bashed Carmella's face on the announce table right in front of Corey Graves, and she even talked some trash to him.
I thought that was fantastic.
That was good.
Yeah.
But then a couple minutes later, Carmella wins with the X Factor,
Yeah, that's it.
of course.
She wins clean.
She did do a float over X Factor, so at least that's new.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know if I've seen that in a while or
Right.
ever, but
well, I mean, it
was different.
Every woman ever's done the X
X
Factor
Factor.
at some point.
Right.
So at least adding something different to it.
When you share a finisher with Lana, it's
yeah.
not great.
No.
I like
yeah.
the old finisher where she, does the leg thing.
the cone of silence. The
Yeah.
code of silence.
Yeah.
It's great.
Was good. But however, Liv is still buried. Still buried.
Dead and
She even
buried.
was like, Vince, I made Chucky gear for the the USA thing and Chucky,
Yeah.
and he's
we're getting paid. What of it?
right.
Right.
Next up, we have Keith Bearcat Lee versus Cedric Alexander.
This might have been the weirdest match
Right.
of the night.
Yeah.
Because you're not sure if he's a heel or a face when he comes out. He's kind of brooding.
Well, so they announced him. They just called him Bearcat Lee when they announced him, right?
No, okay, so the
Right
the
here.
graphic says Bearcat Lee, but everyone called him Keith Bearcat Lee. Even Mike
Okay.
Rome, even
Yep.
the announce
The
team called him
announcer,
Keith
yep.
Bearcat Lee.
And then his gear
Just
when he-
says
like the jacket he had on said Keith Lee.
right.
So I don't know. He's got like 4 different names floating around.
But he's a pretty good wrestler, and he just kept pushing him down. And there's a couple that were really slow too. It's
Yeah.
That's what Vince wants him
what
to
are
do.
they doing with him? He's great.
That's what Vince wants him to do.
And they said he's a wrestler who can move like a little guy. Yet they just made him like King Kong Bundy.
Well, yeah, because that's why you would call him the Bearcat, because that's but
Right.
yeah, no.
Just
He wins in
another-
a couple minutes. He gives Cedric his BBC. And then after the match, Shelton Benjamin gets in the ring like he's going to attack Lee, but then he backs off. So, if they're smart, they would put him in the Hurt Business, but that moment's probably past. But at least have MVP come back and try to recruit him, or Lashley try to recruit him.
Well, I mean, if they're trying to make Keith Lee heel, I mean, it would make perfect sense to try to recruit him.
I don't think they are, though. And the fact that they just renamed him, I think that
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to the
But
Hurt
he's
Business.
being more serious too, so
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Next up, we have Dominic Mysterio versus Austin Theory. This happened because Theory earlier in the show wanted Dominic to take a photo of himself with Ray, but Dominic was like, I'm not a photographer. So he's like, all right, well, fuck you. I'll see you in the ring.
Yeah.
And then Theory wins with his finisher. Then he takes a selfie with Dominic, and he takes a selfie with the ref.
Yeah.
And
So Austin Theory's gimmick is he's a fan.
yeah.
He's a fan that jumped the barricade.
Again,
He's
like-
Tyler Breeze.
But this
Sure.
was like Dominic being the heel. He just was like, I want a picture with your dad. Can you take one of us?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
no.
like, I'm not a fucking photographer. Well, clearly you're not much of a wrestler because
No.
you haven't won ever.
He went from almost beating Seth Rollins to jobbing to everyone.
Yeah.
But I kind of like Austin Theory right now. I kind of like his attitude. I think he's pretty decent on the mic. He's a good wrestler.
24.
He's growing on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the selfie.
You're growing
thing.
for him, it sounds like.
Oh, boy.
You better believe it.
All right, we got the Dirty Dogs versus RK Bro for the Raw Tag Titles. Orton hits Rude with an RKO. Dolph hits Orton with a super kick. Then Riddle goes for a roll-up. But Dolph kicks out and goes for a roll-up. But then Riddle kicks out and retains with a
Roll up.
Hits him with a super roll up.
How else
Wow.
would they have beaten the Dirty Dogs?
what an
Andrew?
ending.
Don't
A
be
roll-up,
ridiculous.
a roll-up, and then a roll-up.
Yeah.
The end.
Roll up to a roll up to a roll up.
RKO. Crowd
Yeah.
erupts. Then roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, pin.
Yeah. Beautiful.
All right, main event time. Rey Mysterio versus Kevin Owens versus Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins in a number one contender match with the contract hanging above the ring.
Yeah, we were wondering what they were going to put up there.
And it's a red book because it's
red
Raw.
book.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was blue. How humiliating would that have been?
They would have looked so stupid.
Bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah.
But at least we had this match.
Yeah.
For a pretty meh Raw, at least we had this.
Yeah.
There were some great ladder spots. Owens powerbombed Balor on a ladder. Owens went for a senton off the top rope with Seth laying on a ladder, but Seth moved, so ouch. You could hear Owens, he yelled. You know?
Yeah. His whole hurt, yeah.
Later, there was a hornswoggle-sized ladder laying on Seth, and Balor back body dropped Owens onto it.
Mm-hmm. That one was for Mysterio.
Yeah. Then the fans chanted, "We want tables," so KO gave them what they wanted and set up a table outside the ring.
Yeah.
And he would later powerbomb Rey through it.
Well, it was funny because where we were sitting, when we saw Owens lift up the ring skirt, there was a TV on under there.
Yes.
And so we were talking about it, was like, well, that means someone has to be under there because...
Why would you set it up?
Why is there a TV on for no one?
Right.
You know? But
who's doing the run out
right
from under the ring?
Yeah.
Answer? No one.
No one. So there was
none
a
more.
TV for no one.
None more.
Unless there's like ring crew that just hang out.
Well, no, you
under
said
there.
that's Vince's new spot, right?
Oh, yeah. That's the
Vince.
gorilla position.
I just want to be alone. I want to be.
So we were like, oh, this is going to be fun. And then
But the
Zero
skirt was open for so long that it was like, well, there can't be any. Otherwise, all the fans in the front row would see it.
Yeah.
Like, see who's there.
Right.
The Undertaker's just like laying there, like on his iPad. Like,
Karrion Kross was like, stop it. Stop.
right.
Sorry, you can't come out. They saw you. Shit.
Then later, Balor laid a ladder from the ring to the announce table. Owens tried to powerbomb Seth onto it from inside the ring, but Seth countered with a back body drop, and Owens went through the ladder.
I mean, it cracked. It was amazing.
Yeah. What a spot.
Oof.
And he sold it till way after the show went off the air.
Yes. Yeah.
Because he laid there for what, like 8 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
At least.
That's cool.
Back in the ring, Balor climbed the ladder, but Seth knocked him down and hit a curb stomp. And with everyone else dead, Seth made the climb and grabbed the contract.
Yeah.
And if you're surprised, then you're a fool because he was the only heel in this match.
He was.
Balor had the most touches on the contract.
He did.
Yeah, his
17
strategy
touches.
wasn't very good to just slap the anytime he got near it.
The contract's hanging.
He would just slap it.
Slap it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slappity McMahon.
So there you go.
I was thinking someone's going to slap it. It was just going to go flying off.
Yeah.
And then Seth is like, just grab it, idiot.
Yeah.
Idiot.
All right.
So Big E comes out and meets Seth by the stage.
And then
Seth goes for a handshake, but Big E declines.
Total heel move.
And then
He walks away from him.
okay.
Yeah. Backstage, Sheriff Schreiber interviews Rollins, and he just sucks his own dick to end the show.
Quite
I felt
impressive.
like that
He's
was
like, watch this, Sarah.
I felt like they went too fast, so they like shit. We need another minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To kill a
for
minute.
sure.
Most likely.
Yeah.
If you listen close, you could hear Vince in Gorilla yell, "Cut a promo!"
Yeah.
So.
And then we thought, like, well, Big E hasn't wrestled, so I guess they're going to do some sort of dark match. And then Mike Rome's like, all right, good night, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, there was nothing after the show. That was pretty funny.
Right.
Usually, I thought Owens would have like cut a promo or something.
Right.
But no, he sold it and got help to the back. And
Yeah.
Like Rome was like, leave, and we're never coming back.
Right.
Because usually they say, oh, we'll be back in blah, blah, blah. But they're like, no, we're never coming back here, you fuck.
Not
Well,
happening.
after seeing the attendance.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't horrible. Like, it was crowded where we were.
Because they were moving people from where the hard camera is over to our side.
They were.
Yes.
They were filling up our side. Because in, like, videos I took last night, like, people were replying. They're like, why is it so empty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess this title match will probably be on Raw because Survivor Series is going to be Big E and Reigns.
Right.
So I guess it'll be on Raw in a couple weeks.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
All right, let's give awards. Who did you have for worst dressed?
I had Riddick Moss.
Oh, I had Madcap Moss.
Yeah.
I had Happy Corbin. So that whole team.
Yeah, the whole team.
Yeah, Corbin like wrestled in like a fancy T-shirt.
Yeah, right.
Best dressed?
Sasha Banks.
She was amazing. I had Becky. I loved her tight thing that she wore.
All right, point.
And I had Liv Morgan as a sexy Chucky.
Yeah, sweet.
I have always said if Chucky had tits, he'd be super hot.
Wow.
Worst acting?
I had Charlotte Flair.
Ooh, that's good.
That's good.
I'm going to go with Charlotte.
What a bitch.
Fuck that
Sweep
bitch.
it.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch. Best acting?
The Kevin Owens Award goes to
Kevin
But as
Owens.
long as he's allowed to
Owens.
speak, he usually wins.
Yeah.
And
I'm going Kevin Owens.
He got a minute of mic time. Worst comment?
Hit Row's promo. It was stupid.
done.
It was bad. Yeah. I'm going to go with Moss's joke
Yep.
about
All right.
Pulp Fiction. Best comment?
Boogs is there. Boogs can help.
Yeah, Boogs, get help. That's
Yeah.
what he said. Yeah.
I had Owens calling Rollins Cruella de Vil.
All right.
Worst match?
Ali versus Mansoor.
Oh God.
I had Vega and Doudrop.
That's what I had.
And that was also my slow-mo match.
Okay, my slow-mo was Liv Carmella.
Yeah.
All right. Best match?
Clearly.
Ladder match.
Ladder match.
Sweep it.
Sweep it. Worst move?
Any jobber that tried to stop Brock. It's like, what are you thinking?
I had the 3 roll-ups to end the Raw Tag Title match.
That's a good one.
That's what I had.
Best move?
Owens through the ladder on the
Yeah.
outside.
Back body drop.
Absolutely.
Oof. Oofa.
Worst moment or segment?
Hit Row. Welcome.
The title exchange.
Yeah, I had the belt swap. Swap it up. Like, how fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Well, you're on the blue show, so give her the blue belt.
Well, and
So
just how it all like played out, you know, like Charlotte
Yeah, when
going
it's
into
so
business for herself.
uncreative.
Let's go with that. Sweep it.
Yeah,
It's so unbelievably uncreative.
right.
And then best moment or segment?
Coronation of King Woods.
I will go with Lesnar going crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I had Lesnar as well.
Lesnar hulking
It's
up.
fun when he goes nuts.
He turns into the Hulk.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
All right, on to breaking news. So WWE announced most of their pay-per-view dates and locations for 2022. This was broken by some website. You know, they sold the news to some website.
Yep.
The biggest part of this announcement was that WrestleMania will be 2 nights going forward, or 2 nights again. No. And it looks
No.
like this will be the norm going forward.
Yeah.
How stupid. How
2
dumb.
nights. Saturday and Sunday. I tweeted it out. I hate this. And a couple people were like, "Oh, would you rather have one 10-hour show?" And I was like, "No, I'd rather have one 4-hour show, like it used to be."
Yeah.
Do you fucking remember? Before WrestleMania 32, we didn't have these super long manias.
Right.
That was the first one in Dallas when we were like, "Good God, we're like 6.5 hours in, and the main event hasn't even started yet."
Yeah.
We're like, what the hell? And not everyone needs to get on the card.
No.
It's supposed to be the best show of the year, so you should only have the best wrestlers on the show.
Best wrestlers, best matches.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't need to see Carmella versus Liv Morgan at WrestleMania.
No.
You know, like come on.
There's so much.
And then each day is going to be what, at least 5 hours.
Well, no, I mean, this year it was only like 3 hours each show, unless you include the hour pre-show. So if you include that, it's 4 hours. Each show was 4 hours.
But still, I mean,
But like, especially when we're like, because we always go to Mania to promote the show, but that's like 2 days at a stadium. You know, like,
Right.
It's such a hassle just to go to a football game. You know, like
Right.
at a stadium. Like the parking, all the walking, and it's such a hassle to do that 2 days in a row. Just is like, oh God.
I mean, it's really an inconvenience for your fan. You're really screwing over your fans here.
Of course, they just want to make double the money at a stadium. That's all it is.
On top of the hassle of getting to a stadium, that's 2 days of eating at a stadium,
Right.
which isn't cheap. 2 days of drinking, 2 days of parking.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
rough.
it's like, okay, WWE's going to sell combo tickets, but still.
This is why you used to have TakeOver on Saturday.
Yeah.
So that we could be like, all right, well, at least we had a good show before the bad show.
Yes. And that was always fun. You go to the city, you get a fun takeover match Saturday night. Then you go to WrestleMania, and it's long, and you hope to see some cool shit happen. And
Yeah.
that's a fun wrestling weekend. New Orleans was amazing.
Right.
Yeah, well,
I saw some of the best matches I've ever seen.
Takeover New Orleans, and then that was amazing. WrestleMania not so much, but then we were like, hey, at least we had Takeover.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go and be like, well, at least we had the. All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Right.
Halfway there, just turn around.
Here's the rest of the schedule they announced so far. We got day 1 on Saturday, January 1st in Atlanta. The Royal Rumble on Saturday, January 29th in St. Louis. Then an unnamed pay-per-view on Sunday, May 8th in Providence, Rhode Island.
At the Dunk.
At the Dunkin' Donuts Arena or whatever.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts Center. They call it the Dunk.
What is that? Cappuccino. Al Pacino.
We have another unnamed pay-per-view on Sunday, June 5th in Chicago. Then Money in the Bank on Saturday, July 2nd in Las Vegas.
Where SummerSlam was last year.
Don't even ask me to go to that.
Oh, fuck no.
No.
How are you going to even see a briefcase hanging if you're in nosebleeds?
Right.
Like, you're just going to end up watching it on the screen. Just stay home at that.
Yeah. SummerSlam, July 30th in Nashville.
That makes no sense at all.
The first time it hasn't been in August?
Right.
It's got to be, right?
Like, you couldn't even do, like, August 10th.
Right.
I mean...
the schedule's all screwed up.
And Nashville?
Coded.
Right.
COVID.
Do they have a
I
new
think that's
stadium?
in the Titans Stadium.
Yeah.
Because,
Oh, it's a stadium.
Yeah. Then an unnamed pay-per-view on Sunday, September 4th. But the location hasn't been announced yet, but everyone's thinking this will be the UK. This is where they'll do a UK pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Also, this is calculated because AEW always does All Out Labor Day weekend on that Sunday. So it'll be interesting to see if AEW moves All Out to Saturday, the night before.
Wow.
I mean, AEW doing All Out would beat a random WWE pay-per-view.
I think so too. I think they shouldn't move it.
Yeah.
But it's all about money, right? Because
Right.
if people are going to choose one or the other.
Yeah. But AEW, you have to buy the pay-per-view, whereas, WWE, it's like, do you have the $5 peacock?
Right,
You have the $5 cock?
A lot of people wanted SummerSlam to be in the UK.
In the UK.
Because it was going to be like the 30th anniversary of when they did it over there.
I guess, yeah.
25th or
Right.
20th? I don't know. But yeah, it was the anniversary of when they did SummerSlam at Wembley Stadium.
Yeah.
And so they're like, oh, they should do it here. And they're like, fuck you, it's Nashville.
Fuck you, you're getting
Night of
Night of
Champions.
Champions or some bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
Or at least give it like a unique, like British name,
Spot of tea. Bangers and mash.
All right, never mind.
Yeah.
We also have Survivor Series on November 26th in Boston.
Boston. Okay. Hey, watch out, kid.
And then, then the press release also reads, in addition to the events above, pay-per-views taking place in February and October will be announced in the near future. Those are the Saudi shows.
Yes.
Because it's always...
February?
Yeah.
Already another one?
Yeah.
It's always February and October. February is when Goldberg beat The Fiend. Yeah. So there you go. Also, Carmella and Corey Graves announced that they are engaged. So congrats. Yeah, that's great.
Lock it up.
Anything else?
No.
This is like a news rumor, but I'll just throw it out there. According to PW Insider, Charlotte Flair has multiple years left on her contract. And she's making at least $1 million. Like her downside's $1 million. And, you've got a lot of people that, go with the merch. Vince says, I'll give you a lot of the merch money.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't pay a lot of high contracts. But her downside's actually one of the highest in the company. So I don't think she's going anywhere. I think they're going to be like, you got to stop this shit, Charlotte. Can't get out.
All right. Well, even though that was a rumor, let's hit the rumor song.
Rumors! Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe!
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet!
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance!
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed!
All right, so Dave Meltzer reports that the planned main event for WrestleMania is, you're going to like this, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar.
Oh.
For a third time. How do you like that?
Kofi?
Kofi.
Rematch after rematch
rematches.
after rematch after rematch after rematch.
Have we ever had the same main event for like 3 times? Like Stone Cold and The Rock main evented twice, and they had a third match, but it wasn't the main event.
No, it wasn't.
But that's fine. We're okay with that.
Of course, it's the best feud ever, but
There's been plenty of rematches.
I mean, I'd be fine with seeing Reigns and Lesnar at the Royal Rumble again, but But again, it's like, who is Roman going to fight at WrestleMania? Whoever he does is going to beat anyway, so fuck it, whatever. Right. PW Insider says that moving forward, Shotzi will be a heel on SmackDown.
Okay, well,
and I say, well, that's if she even ever gets booked on the show.
Yeah, so. She has to be on the show.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And then PW Insider also reports that Vince has made some changes to Hit Row.
Yeah.
Moving forward, Top Dollar will be the singles wrestler and like the leader of the group.
Right.
And Swerve Scott and Ashante Adonis will be the tag team.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
interesting.
On SmackDown, we had Top Dollar and Swerve as a tag team.
Because I can't see wasn't there or didn't wrestle.
Right.
They say he wasn't medically cleared.
Right. So, we'll see. Yeah. Also, Fightful reports that Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman were pursued by Impact Wrestling, but no deals were made. So cross your fingers that Bray doesn't sign with Impact. I mean,
yeah. I think that would have been the best thing for Braun. I could see Braun saying...
For Braun, sure.
Yeah.
I want this much, and they're like, ooh, sorry.
No.
Yeah.
And then Dave Meltzer reported that the reason Eva Marie was written off TV and didn't get drafted is because she's currently working on a movie.
Oh, they must have forgot about that. Like how they forgot about The Miz and Dancing with the Stars.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's funny.
I hope Eva Marie continues to make movies.
Right.
Fair.
So you had all these new talent drafted to Raw. Mia Yim.
Yeah.
Tegan Knox.
Yeah.
And instead of
Aaliyah.
Ridge,
so I didn't mention that on SmackDown. They showed like a quick Ridge Holland promo, a quick Aaliyah promo. They're like, we're here now. Goodbye.
Apparently they showed a Veer promo on Raw.
Yeah.
But like instead of like showcasing your new talent on the season premiere, you give us Liv and Carmella, a match that we've been seeing at least 3 times a month for 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what they do.
Unbelievable.
All right, trivia time.
Trivia time. We went to Raw last night, and this is very simple, guys. Who has the most Raw appearances of all time?
Between the three of us? Probably
Me.
Eric.
Yeah.
No, that's easy. Eric for sure. Nope. Who's had
Randy Orton?
Who's been on the... That's close, but no.
I don't know what that means. Close.
He's had...
he's
in
probably
like the top
second.
10 in matches and stuff. Like he's had a lot of matches.
Just appearances?
Yes, sir.
Stone Cold?
A little bit of a clue there. Appearances. No.
Can't be.
No.
Big Show?
No.
Kane?
Nope. He's had the most matches, though.
Kane's had the most matches on Raw.
Appearances, gentlemen. Appearances.
Triple H?
Appearances.
Vince McMahon?
No, Vince is not on that often.
I don't know.
Oh, well, hold on. Like, Michael Cole?
Okay, getting warmer. No. Very warm now. It's a little warm in here.
Jerry the King Lawler?
That is correct. 995 episodes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, interesting little fun fact I found on
Nice.
the internet.
All right, fan questions. We didn't have as much this week because we're recording early, so yeah. Joey Montez, will you kiss Queen Zelina Vega's feet? You don't even have to ask that question, right?
Dumb question.
Yeah.
Yes, dumb question.
Yeah, even Eric.
Yeah. Will you breathe air? Yes.
Carlos Ramirez, any scary stories you can share? And no Undertaker teleporting and Kane summoning fire doesn't count. Like scary stories in our life? I don't know what that means.
No.
I don't really have any.
No. The Simon system works. Can someone explain to me what the hell is the point of a triple threat tag match when only 2 could be in the ring at a time? You're preaching to the choir, buddy. Bobby the Mark Soydam, Pushfire Barry, Dewdrop, Nia Jax, Tamina.
Oh, no. Pass.
I think in that Pushfire Barry, Push Dewdrop, Fire, Nia Jax, and Barry Tamina.
Sure. Yeah, all right.
Jake Baker, Pushfire Barry, season premieres. Superstar shuffles / invitationals / the draft and wild cards.
Push wild cards. Yeah. So fun.
God. I push the season premiere because it doesn't mean anything anyway. Like
that's true.
No harm, no foul.
Right.
Fire the invitationals. Well, the wild cards and invitationals are the same thing anyway.
Yeah. Come on. Give us one
draft.
choice.
I don't like the draft
Jake
either.
Baker.
No.
Minnesota Nice, would you guys like to see pay-per-views be like UFC where they just have numbers like WWE 25 or cities like TakeOver used to be?
I want WrestleMania to go back to the numbers. It's stupid that they didn't do that anymore.
It's too old.
Stop.
Justin Stewart, have any of you guys ever had a wrestling move done to you and it go horribly wrong? I mean, we've wrestled for shows where things have gone wrong.
So
Dominic pile drived you when you were a kid and on the tile.
Yeah, that's right. He did do that.
There was
and ever since then, I don't talk so good.
Yeah.
Well, we were rehearsing for a Doomsday show, and it was going to be a triple threat, and there was a girl in the match because the matches used to sometimes be intergender. But anyway, she was brand new. I don't even think she knew what wrestling was.
No.
And so we were rehearsing a thing, and it's like, I'm going to jump over you and hit the rope and jump again.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. So she lays there. I jump over. I hit the rope. I go to jump over, and she goes full fetal up in the air. I basically trip over her midair and land on the bottom rope. Like, luckily, I threw my arm out, so I didn't, like, $1 million baby myself.
Jesus.
It was fucking horribly scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop Culture Junkie, Pushfire Barry remakes Wolf of Wall Street, but with Sasha Banks in the Margot Robbie role.
Oh, God.
Oh, naked, yeah.
Basic Instinct with Alexa Bliss in the Sharon Stone role.
I'll take that.
Current Alexa Bliss?
Whatever.
Her pussy's probably pretty scary.
A butchie.
Third one?
American Pie remake with Zelina Vega as Nadia, the foreign exchange student.
Oh, I'd push the Alexa Bliss, Barry. Oh, man.
Yeah, but in Basic Instinct, it's just that one scene, right?
Yeah.
No, she's like naked and having sex with Michael Douglas the whole movie.
Yeah, but you don't see much, right?
Yes, you do. I would go with Alexa Bliss. That's
I
my
think
choice.
You don't see much.
I'm going to go push Sasha.
I would push Sasha.
Barry,
because
Alexa.
that scene where she opens the doors and she's naked from head to toe is like in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
I would push that.
I'll bury Zelina Vega and fire Alexa.
Yeah, same here. I don't want to see Alexa Bliss fuck
Michael Douglas.
Yeah, that'll be awkward.
Right. I mean, I don't want to see Jason Biggs dance for
Fair enough.
dance for Zelina
Vega.
Yeah, while she's
But Leonardo
double-clicking her
DiCaprio
mouse.
banging Sasha Banks, I'm in.
Yeah.
I can't argue that.
Nah.
Zaheen Rahman, any tips on holding in a boner when female wrestlers show their necks?
Wow.
Yeah. I would say cut their head off.
Yeah.
For being such sluts in Saudi Arabia. And then S. Thorne with the lame women's title exchange. Do you think it's the dual networks to blame for lack of creative stories? I think it would be cool if both titles were on one show and the other had to find a good contender to win it back. I mean, it's not the network's fault. They don't write the show.
Yeah.
You know, there's only one guy. It's this guy's fault.
I'm a genius.
That was his genius plan. Nick Carullo, I'm in Houston next week. Where and what should I be eating, drinking, and seeing? And also, how difficult will it be to find weed?
Very.
Just talk to Eric.
No, it's
So
super
easy.
illegal here. Drinking, Eighth Wonder Brewery is always a good spot. Find some barbecue.
Get some Mexican food.
Yeah,
Get some Mexican food.
Most Mexican restaurants are really good here.
Papacitos. Or
Papacitos.
What?
What? Get out of here.
What? You're both laughing at Papacitos?
Yeah.
That's the Mexican restaurant that you
Yeah.
would choose?
Or Lupe Tortilla is what I was going to say.
What about some good Tex-Mex? Go to Chili's. This little hole in the wall I know.
Papacitos? They're not like world renowned. Like, they're not like all over. They're not a chain.
They are a chain. There's multiples.
It's like the
There's like 5 of
Sbarro.
them.
It's like Sbarro's for like New York pizza.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Just
it
because
is.
you can't
Right.
afford it, don't shit on it.
100%
Real New
is.
York pizza. Sbarro's.
You guys crazy?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
That's completely what it
Papacitos.
is.
Don't listen to Joe.
Okay, whatever. Where would you go?
Lopez.
Lopez
There's
is
just 2 of
bad.
those.
There's a place I go called Ama Latina. This is really good.
Yeah, not a chain.
That's right. If everybody
not a
likes
chain.
something, Eric can't like it. That's
Not a
you.
chain.
No, it's not that. It's
You're so anti-establishment. You're establishment.
No, it's like saying, let's get some Tex-Mex. We'll go to Chili's.
Oh,
they
no,
have
it's
kick-ass
not.
fajitas.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
You wouldn't go to Sabero's in New York, Joe.
No, I wouldn't. Well, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that's the same thing. Papacitos doesn't have 100 locations like Sabero's does.
But they have
Sabero's in malls. Papacitos not in malls.
They're in airports.
Yeah.
They're in one airport because it's known here. Ay, ay, ay.
God, is
Jesus.
Tilma
You don't
Tillman
like what I
Fertitta
like? Fuck you.
paying you?
Kill yourself.
Oh, you guys are so wrong.
You can't afford it. That's why you don't go.
Yeah,
That's it.
right,
It's
right.
too
Serious.
pricey. Well, I
Yeah.
can't either.
Yeah.
It's very pricey.
Yeah, if you have to overpay for Mexican food,
Fair enough.
if there's only white
It's
people
too-
eating there, then it's not Mexican food. I'm
didn't-
sorry.
You like sour cream? Whatever. You put it on every time. Every time. I've been with you too much. You're all about sauces.
What does
Mr.
sour cream have to do with?
Because it's not a real
Papacitos?
Mexican. Like, if you go to a real Mexican place, they don't have sour cream.
I've been to
I know.
Mexico and they have sour cream.
Okay. I didn't say the whole fucking country doesn't have a condiment, Andrew. I said authentic Mexican places don't have sour cream on their food.
angry.
Don't ever say anything about Papacitos ever again.
Ever again.
now you
Don't
know.
talk shit.
Jesus.
Now
Don't
you
they,
know.
when you order fajitas, don't they bring you a plate with a big ass dollop of sour cream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, Nick. So that's what you should be doing.
Yeah, just listen
Take
to
it or
us
leave
argue.
it.
And then Victor Castillo. Let's say you're a manager within WWE or NXT. Who would you all want to manage, and why? Managing that superstar will end up benefiting them in the future.
Kevin Owens.
You don't need to manage Kevin Owens.
If it'll benefit him in the future.
That's true, I guess.
Yeah.
Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Keith Lee could use a manager.
Oh, that's a good one.
He really could.
yeah.
I guess if Damian Priest is going to be heel. Maybe.
Yeah, he could use a talker too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's all for fan questions. So make sure you subscribe to our podcast, give us a 5-star review. Check out our official website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. Get a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/what'swrongwithwrestling. And become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/what'swrongwithwrestling. $5 a month gets you everything. Like the brackets, the pay-per-view recaps, NXT, AEW, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And then make sure you subscribe to our new podcast, Hollywood Hogwash, available anywhere podcasts are heard.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you next time.
Give that 5 stars.
A little special thanks to Kelly Basuni. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you, buddy.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big players, pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every shirt most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric Gallo push him off a cliff. He doesn't think Stacey Kubler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong